So hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to do another DSA problem on arrays, and this problem, it was previously asked in Google KickStart. I guess you have the idea what is Google KickStart. So now what is the problem here? Now first just pause the video, go back to the description section. There you will get a file which has the problem statement. So first read the problem statement and then come back and continue watching the video. So now here we have to calculate the length of longest arithmetic subarray. Now what is longest arithmetic subarray? First we have to know that. So now what is it actually? Now an arithmetic subarray is an array that contains at least two integers and the difference between consecutive integers are equal. If we have an entire array, inside that array we have to find a subarray which is in arithmetic progression. Okay, which is in arithmetic progression. It means the difference of each and every pair of numbers remains the same. Now here, if we have to take the example here, so here you can see we have various examples. We have here 9 and 10. There are only two elements, so it is a arithmetic subarray. Another one we have here 3, 3 and 3. Here everywhere the difference is 0. So 3, 3 and 3. 9, 7, 5 and 3. This is again a arithmetic subarray here. Here the difference is 2, 2 and 2 every time. So this is it. Now if we have to check which are not, so here we have 1, 3, 3, 7. For 1 and 3 we have the difference as 2. For 3 and 7 we have a difference as 4. For 3 and 3 we have the difference as 0. So it is not. Again 2, 1 and 2. It is also not the arithmetic subarray. Here we have 1, 2 and 4. Now many people get confused in this type of examples. 1 and 2 have a difference of 1. 2 and 4 have a difference of 2. It is in geometric progression, not arithmetic progression. We only have to look for arithmetic progression here. Now suppose if we have to take any example, if I want to take a proper example, a proper input example. So let's say we have the array here as 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 and 11. Now here we have the entire array, but which is the longest arithmetic subarray? We have the longest arithmetic subarray as this 2, 4, 6 and 8. Everywhere we have a difference of 2. Before 2 we have a difference of 1. After 8 we have a difference of 1. So here it is not going to work. Even if we write anything else here. Suppose if I write a 10 after this, so now the length increases by 1 more. Suppose if we had it here as 9 and 11, right now the longest arithmetic subarray is of length 4. If I replace this 9 with a 10, so now it becomes 5. If I replace this 10 with any other number, let's say how much? Let's say it is 17 and here comes again as 11 here again. Again, it will remain as the length as 4. So how we are going to do this as a program here? So here we have the program. Every time whenever we are taking all the inputs, we have to compare each and every pair. Every time we have to compare each and every pair. Suppose the example that I was saying is, let's say 1, let's say the example that I took here 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 and 11. Now what we have to do? First we have to find the difference here. 1 and 2. What is the difference here? The difference here is 1. Right? So check again here for 2 and 4. Is the difference same? No. The difference is not same here. By default, we have taken the maximum subarray is of length 2 here, 1 and 2. Okay. In any other situation, 2 will be the minimum length until and unless there is only one single element in the array. Okay. Now this is the maximum size. Maximum size we have here is 2. Now here, now as it is not satisfying, so leave this and start again from 2 here. If we have to start again here from 2, so check for 2 and 4. The difference here is 2. The length is 2. Check again. What is the difference here? Difference is still the same. So here the size increases by 1 and here the maximum size changes to 3. Check here again for 6 and 8. For 6 and 8, they also have the same difference. So again the size increases by 1 more here again. It becomes here as 4. Then check here again for 8 and 9. 8 and 9 have a difference as 1. So they are not going to satisfy. Now as we were looking for subarrays, here we got a break. So we don't have to keep track of all this length. By default, the global maximum length here we have is 4. Now start again here from 8. Start again here from 8. For 8 and 9 we have the difference as 1. Okay. The length here is 2, but it is not greater than 4. So it is not, so we are not going to consider this. Again check for 9 and 11. Again 9 and 11, the difference is different here. Here we had a difference as 1. Here we have a difference as 2. So again it is not going to work. And we are going to repeat this till we don't get the last element. So it is not going to actually work after the end. So now let's see the program here. First, we have taken a integer variable n to store the size, max length and current max. Max length is the maximum length, the global maximum length, and current max is the current iteration whatever we have the current maximum length. So then first we are taking the length. After taking the length, we are taking all the values. The values are taken here. Now every time here is the main program. Now as we have to consider the elements, whenever we have to find the difference, we have to check prior to it. We have to check after the element, right? Suppose at last what we had there? At last we had there is 8. We had there is 8, 9 and 11. We have to check for these two values and again we have to check for these two values. So here the middle element is 9 here. We are not going, we cannot, suppose if we are starting with 1, we cannot check with 1 because we don't have anything before 1. Similarly, we cannot take 11 because we don't have anything on the right of 11. So here I have taken, so that is the reason why I have taken the for loop as int I equal to 1, which is the second element, and I less than n minus 1. So it will go till the index n minus 2, which is the last second index. Okay. So now here, every time, what are we doing here? We have to calculate if the difference of the previous one is equal to the difference of the next one, ARR of I minus 1 minus ARR of I. If it is equal to ARR of I minus ARR of I plus 1, then in that case we are going to increment the current max. And then we have to check again. If the current max is greater than max length, then we have to change the max length with current max. Every time, if the current max is maximum, the maximum length is going to change. What I was writing there in the corner there, first it was 2, then it became 3, then it became 4, right? So that is what actually it is going on here. And at last, whatever be the value, we are directly going to print out the maximum length here. So here, I guess you have understood that how it is actually going to work. Now here we had to make a change. The current max, the maximum length and the current max, as I said, there will be two elements, right? We don't have, there will be at least two elements, and the difference is only whatever be the difference between those two numbers. So those two elements will also make a subarray, and that will be the minimum length. So here what we have to do, the minimum length will be 2 there. So here right here is current max equal to 2, and check one more thing, that if there is only one single element, if the number of elements is not more than 1, then in that case we have to make a change here. We have to check if the length is equal to 1, then give the result as yes. If the entire array is of length 1, then the maximum length here will also remain as 1. So here we will write a if condition. If n is equal to 1, then in that case printf, print there only as 1, and as it is over, so write the return statement as here equal to 0. So now let's execute the program and see how it gives us the result. So let's say if I enter the length only as 1 here, I've entered the length here as 1. So here it is going to give me the result and the length is 1. Let's make it little more better. First, let's take the input. Let's first take the input from the user and then give the result. So here, enter the length, here as 1. What are the different elements? Enter any number. Let's say I have entered the number here is 56. So the maximum length here we have is equal to 1. If we give any input, suppose if we give the size here as, let's say 2, and what are the different elements? Let's say we have one element as 4 and the other one we have here as 89. So this is also making a pair. So here also we will have the length here as 2. So now let's take the input that we considered as the example there. So here the length of the array is equal to 7. And what are the different elements? 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 and 11. So here the maximum length 2 to 8, it is equal to 4 here. If we give any other input, if we give any other random values there, then it should be giving us the length here is maximum 2. Let's say if I give the size here as 5 and the elements here are 1, 0, 8, 2, 7. So here the maximum length is 2. So this is how we are going to calculate this. This is how we are going to find the length of the longest arithmetic subarray. So this is it for today. Now if you have any doubts or any comments, please do comment to us in the comment section. We will definitely get back to you. And if you have liked the video, please hit the like button, because that gives us a motivation every time to make a new video. And please subscribe to our channel if you have not subscribed yet, so that you get notified whenever we are uploading a new video. So thank you very much. Keep learning.